Great. Mm, am I audible?
Yeah, we are live.
We are live? Great. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to SkillArbitrage webinar. And today we are going to discuss on LinkedIn for leaders. So LinkedIn, obviously, it have a big role in every professional's life, and especially for the young professionals, it help finding a job, it help building connection, and much more to it. So today we have Siji Varghese with us. She will be guiding us. She will be giving us a presentation on how to understand this recruitment platform that is LinkedIn. Hi, Siji ma'am.
Hi, thank you, Hina. Thanks for the introduction and thanks for having me on this platform. Looking forward to spending a beautiful 1 hour with all of you.
Yes, we are glad we have you, and today we are also going to understand this LinkedIn platform and especially how to build the personal branding. So the personal branding is important for young professionals, so they must know about it, right? So we can start, ma'am, our presentation. Like we how we want to go about it is, I mean, the Dalen, it's all yours now.
Thank you. Thank you, Hina. Welcome, everyone. And it's going to be a pleasure being with all of you. And good evening, good morning from whichever part of the world that you are. So, I am going to take you through something very interesting. And I feel this is the need of the hour, and we need to be focusing on this pretty well. So, let me take you through a interesting bit of personal branding and how personal branding is so critical and important. As Jeff Bezos very rightly says, your brand is what other people say about you when you're not in the room. So when he what he really means is that there is a lot more to your brand than just the social media, like a LinkedIn platform, Instagram. There are multiple things that comes into what actually forms your brand. So today we're basically going to touch upon how does LinkedIn help us for leaders, how does LinkedIn help the CEOs of an enterprise, how does LinkedIn has multiple or a multitude of benefits that's going to be really really beneficial for each one of us out there. So we all know we all are brands, right? And we are brands ever since we were conceived. And people would have given us multiple names and labels and descriptions about the brand that we are all about. So one of the most important thing that I wanted to share is that there are four components that creates your brand. It's called as the ABCD. As you can rightly see here, A stands for the way you appear. It's your external appearance, that the attitude that you have, the appearance, that the way you conduct yourself with the way you uh, kind of appear. That's the A. B stands for behavior, the way you behave in certain situations, certain circumstances, certain spaces, that defines a lot about you as a persona. And C stands for communication. How effective is your communication? How do you go about making people feel that they have been understood? How do you ensure that you're effective with the way you communicate, your body language, and multiple of things that goes in the way you communicate. And finally, it's a digital footprint. And today ever more, because we all are connected digitally in one way or the other, we have multiple platforms that we kind of connect with. Maybe it's a Twitter, maybe it's a Facebook where you have posting in a lot of your personal stuff, maybe it's Instagram where you have a lot of food vlogs, health videos, a lot many things. So LinkedIn, of all the places, is considered to be a very professional space that we are looking at, and it's something which we really look for more from the professional aspect of how to work on that space so that we can get better with our networking skills, better with our influencing skills, better with revenue generation, lead generations, sales conversions, and a lot many things. So we're going to understand all of that in a little while. And before that, let me just explain or take you through what exactly is the personal brand that you really are about. So when does a branding start? It starts right at the time when you're conceived. And people are like iceberg. What we see majorly is the behavior. That's the 10%. The 90% are their feelings, their self-talk, the positive or the negative attitudes that they have, which is typically hidden and below the surface. So what we know about people is what how you see yourself and how others see. So your personal brand is basically an overlap about how you portray and what's the kind of perception people have about you, right? So that's a very important element that we would like to share in or take in here. And we all keep thinking, why is personal branding so very important? Because with increased responsibility, it also is ensuring that with increased responsibility and competition, we now have greater control of our own destinies. And that comes with increased responsibility and competition. To get ahead, we must manage the impressions what others have about us. And with a strong brand, you always tend to differentiate yourself from others. You are able to maximize your career potential as well. So there are multitude of things that goes in this particular space. What goes in the brand you? It's your image, your mission. So you have your vision, you have your image. That's very important for you as well. Um, so let's say you create an image for your space. That's very that's very important for you. I hope I'm audible enough. um, so can I just get a feeler that I'm audible and visible enough?
Yes, yes. I mean, perfectly fine.
Okay,
Really good.
thank you.
We're really going good, and I'm really
So
learning so many things.
yeah, so for a moment I was feeling I'm hearing to myself and no one else out
No,
there.
no,
Thank
no.
you.
We are going great. Yeah.
So brand you is nothing but the image that you are having about, or the image that you are portraying, that's the perception that the people around you have. It's about the mission that, or the purpose or the significance that you're wanting to create. It's about the values and your vision. So what is that goes ahead to strengthen your particular brand? It's nothing but to stand out from the crowd. So it's important to know what's your goal, who's your target audience, how does your current brand position allow you to achieve your goal, and do you need to make any changes? So I typically say you need to have branding strategies around you. So when you're getting to your social media too, you should be very careful about the brand image that you carry. We always like people to perceive about us the right things in the most right possible way. So let's say some of the branding strategies that you really need to be mindful about is: one, you need to start planning early. Self promotions doesn't go really good. You have to be a little clear about steer clear about self promotions. Be more authentic in that space, deliver something which is of consistent value, and also be ensuring that you're committing to something which is like a regular schedule. So how would you go ahead use this to leverage in the social media? What can you do to leverage social media? You could choose your platform. Your platform could be a Twitter, your platform could be an Instagram, your platform could be a Facebook or LinkedIn. So here what we are going to be focusing on is the LinkedIn, but the same concept works across any of the platforms, whether because the concept or the construct remains, the framework remains the same, the baseline or the basics remain the same. Choosing your platform and establishing what's the kind of value that you're going to create, and also having or generating a social media plan. So first and foremost, if you have to be leveraging the social media, it's very important to be proactive. You don't need somebody to keep pushing you to keep delivering value on the LinkedIn space, but you need to be proactive. And when I say be proactive of how to manage your brand, is basically know how to promote your accomplishments, know how to engage and participate, know how to communicate more effectively, and also most important element is to stay relevant to the current times. So if anybody calls you, or if you want to be known somebody as a thought leader, relevance is of prime importance. So if you're not able to be relevant, people really do not connect in or blend in with your thoughts as well. Another important element, other than being proactive, is always being strategic. It's important to choose your associates wisely. So what they say is that you are an exact reflection of the top 5 people that you interact on a daily basis. So similarly, you need to choose the people whom you really want to connect with, because they are going to be a reflection about your brand. Is going to be an image which is going to be reflective of all the people who are around you. So be very, very mindful about the people or the associates that you choose. Second important thing is always have content which always exhibits or demonstrates that you have a very positive, optimistic outlook, and people like that positive attitude greatly. It's like a great vibe, and they rightly say your vibe attracts your tribe. So know what your vibe is and what kind of people you would like to attract to your community, what kind of community you want to make. Dress up and act the part. It's exactly by saying the personal brand is nothing but the alphabet A, B, C, D, and the A stands for the appearance. So always dress not for what you are but for what you want to be. So dress the part. It's very important. Maintaining a very professional image online, because if you're looking at professional spaces to be considered, it's very, very important for you to upkeep that professional uh, image, because what we are interacting or connecting with people is more on the professional space. So of all these spaces, why are we so focused on LinkedIn today? So I'm sure most of you would be already on LinkedIn, and LinkedIn actually holds immense significance for leaders across various industries. And there are some compelling reasons why. First of all, professional branding. So LinkedIn serves as your digital business card. So we give so much of importance to design and curate our business cards. And actually LinkedIn is a very powerful space where you can have your digital business card. It serves as that. You don't need to create it. It's how you have worked on your LinkedIn, says a lot for you and gets you in the right place. So well crafted profile which showcases your expertise, your accomplishments, your professional journey. It's a fabulous way to display your business card, digital business card. Leaders can establish a strong personal brand by actually optimizing on their profiles in LinkedIn. The second thing is networking opportunities. So, as a leader, networking is very crucial, and LinkedIn provides a vast platform to connect with peers, industry influencers, potential clients, and collaborators. Building a robust network opens doors to new opportunities as well. The third element is thought leadership. It's like leaders can position themselves as thought leaders by sharing valuable content. Regular posts, articles, engagements demonstrate expertise and also contribution to the industry conversations. So thought leaders enhances credibility. So we see people search out, look out for thought leaders. So you belong to that niche community where thought leaders are really inspiring and appreciated for the kind of value that they bring to the table. The fourth thing is recruitment and talent acquisition. As we all know, LinkedIn is a very powerful tool for talent acquisition. Leaders can actually scout for top talent, post job openings, engage with potential hires, and a strong LinkedIn presence attracts skilled professionals as well. So the next one is about how we can develop our business. Leaders can use LinkedIn to explore partnerships, collaborations, business opportunities, connecting with decision makers and industry stakeholders, which helps us facilitate growth and expansion for the kind of work that we are doing. Learning and insights. LinkedIn again offers access to industry specific content, trends, and insights, And leaders can stay informed about market shifts, emerging technologies, best practices. So, in short, LinkedIn isn't just a platform for job seekers, it's a dynamic space where leaders can enhance their influence, network very strategically, and contribute very meaningfully to the professional ecosystem. Right? So, to impact and influence your professional ecosystem, being on the LinkedIn is very, very important. And what are the benefits of an active LinkedIn presence? So, certainly, an active LinkedIn presence offers several advantages for professionals and leaders. So, one of that is networking and connections. You can go ahead, expand your network. LinkedIn always allows you to connect with colleagues, industry peers, mentors, potential clients worldwide. It helps you to build relationships, engage in meaningful conversations, share insights, and collaborate with like minded professionals. The next thing is having a professional branding. It's like showcase your expertise. A well optimized LinkedIn profile acts as your digital resume. It's important to highlight your skills, achievements, and career journey too. Um, so we talk about uh, thought leadership, like regular posts and articles positions you as a thought leader in that particular field too. Next is the career opportunities, where recruiters actively use LinkedIn to find talent, and an updated profile increases your chances of being discovered. And of course, you have passive opportunities. So even if you're not actively job hunting, a strong presence can attract exciting career prospects too. The fourth element here is having industry insights. You stay informed, follow industry influencers, join the relevant groups, access valuable content, stay updated on the trends, the news, and best practices. That helps you to elevate your presence in your enterprise, in your business, in your professional space too. Last but not the least, it's learning from peers, engaging in discussions, participating in webinars, gaining insights from experienced professional, especially when you're looking at industry insights. Then we have the business development. Apart from learning, apart from learning from the or learning from peers in the industry insights, we also look at how we can generate leads, connecting with potential clients, partnering investors. LinkedIn is also a very powerful platform for growing your business, enhancing your business spaces, showcasing company culture. So, company pages allow leaders to highlight the organization values, achievements, and cultures. Last but not the least, we have recruitment and talent acquisition. You get access to hiring top talent, post job openings, searching for candidates, engaging with potential hires, and also encouraging employee advocacy, encouraging employees to share company updates, contributing to employer branding. So remember, an active LinkedIn presence isn't just about accumulating connections, it's also leveraging the platform strategically to enhance your professional journey. So when you're elevating your career space, it's important to have a very active LinkedIn space. So there are some strategies for CEOs that we can look into. Uh, and as a CEO or as a professional leader, leveraging LinkedIn can significantly enhance your brand, your the talent acquisition efforts, and organizational culture too. So, here are some of the effective strategies that you can look at. First and foremost is cultivating organizational culture, sharing ideas, initiatives, company values on LinkedIn, which also sends a very clear message to employees that you can prioritize culture and are highly committed. It fosters alignment, engagement, which ultimately boosts into productivity and retention. The next element here that we look is attracting top talent, regularly posting on LinkedIn to increase the company's exposure, reaching professionals both within and outside your industry, staying on the top of the mind with industry leaders is very, very crucial. So utilize LinkedIn to attract talent for your for open positions. Next is how to promote your company's brands and messaging. Uh, So while marketing investments increase exposure, LinkedIn amplifies your message. Use it to showcase your company's brands, achievements, and thought leadership. And also, you can know how you can go ahead and optimize your LinkedIn profile, ensuring that your profile reflects your leadership brand. Optimize it for maximum visibility. Engage with different content formats, maybe in the form of articles, in the form of posts, in the form of videos, all that which can capture the attention of the people who are your niche or the target group audience that you're looking at. Humanize your brand by sharing insights, experiences, and even behind the scenes glimpses, because being authentic is something that people all love to see there, right? So next important is like getting being more proactive with your networking, connecting with the industry peers, thought leaders, and potential collaborators, engaging in very meaningful conversations, commenting on relevant posts, and participating in group discussions, group conversations around, especially with the community that you want to be felt, known, and heard. Yeah. And last but not the least, you can always measure success, define the key performance indicators for your LinkedIn efforts, monitor metrics such as the engagement, connections, profile views. So it's just not a platform for just job seekers. It's a powerful tool for the CEOs and leaders, which helps to drive growth and impact. So, how do you think about using LinkedIn, which is impact for change makers? Did did
Yes,
someone has to say something?
we can we can see in the comment section. I have I really like the idea for CEO, how they CEOs, how they share their ideas on LinkedIn. Like our CEO, Mr. Ramanuj Mukherjee from Skill Arbitrage, he also share his different ideas, like about new hiring, about new opportunities, or something bad happened or something good happened, some memory from the childhood, right? So when our so it inspires us also. Like I also keep posting our all events, what events or webinars I host for Skill Arbitrage or Law Seco. So it's been yeah, it's a great learning, how LinkedIn has a key role, important role in a young professional. Like my mostly job work is like on LinkedIn. Like I search for good connections, I connect with the really great speakers like you. So yeah, and then invite them for the webinar, and learn more and more from their experience. So it's for me, LinkedIn is like a really a great platform. I got my first job from LinkedIn only. So yeah.
Wow, that's so
Yeah.
nice to know that you got your first job from LinkedIn.
Yes.
I got two of my TED talks from LinkedIn because of LinkedIn.
Oh wow.
I I got access to my Karmavir Chakra award because of the work that I was able to showcase in LinkedIn, and I got nominated from there. So LinkedIn
Great.
does give you access to, recognitions, awards, rewards, to your TED platforms, to job profiles, to having attracting the right people towards you. So
Exactly.
it does have an immense value. And I feel proud about having around 33,000 connections over LinkedIn.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I
Yeah.
feel that's really beautiful, because there's so much of
What's
learning
secret for
across
that?
learning.
Like, what's secret for? We really want to know this hack. How we can also, like, I have 6,000 connections on LinkedIn. I really want to grow more. Like, so could you please tell me some hacks?
Sure. So I have something coming up. So would you be wanting to see that more?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So I'm going to go back to my presentation if that's fine with you. Yeah. So certainly, as a change maker, LinkedIn can actually be a very powerful platform to amplify your impact and drive positive changes, and some strategies which are tailor made for you. So, one and foremost, having a very purpose driven profile. So, craft a compelling LinkedIn profile that reflects your mission, your values, and impact. Using the right kind of professional photograph, writing a very captivating headline that actually showcases your purpose. So I'm able to hear some audio in the background. I'm not too sure if you could just mute so that I am audible properly. Thank you so much. Okay, so the first one was how to do your purpose driven profile, because that's quite attracting the person on the other side to wanting to make that difference and to connect to you. The second one is to share your journey. So tell your story, share how you got started, what your challenges are, and the milestones you have achieved. Authenticity resonates with others who share your passion. The third thing is thought leadership. Publish articles or short posts on topics which is related to your cause. Share insights, research, and innovative solutions. Position yourself as a thought leader in your field, right? The fourth element is to network with purpose, connecting with fellow change makers, activists, and organizations, engaging in meaningful conversations, collaborating on projects and initiatives together. The next one is to advocate for change, using your voice to advocate for the causes that you really. So as you said, your chairman talks about things which is more up and personal, and where he feels that he needs to have his voice heard. So use your voice to advocate for the causes you care about. Comment on relevant posts, join groups, and participate in discussions. Your engagement is very important. And then showcase impact. Highlight your achievements, share success stories, project outcomes, use testimonials, use visuals, images, infographics to convey and make that impact. And last but not the least, it's always good to collaborate and learn, right? So follow organizations, influencers, and experts in your field. Learn from their experience and collaborate on joint efforts. So using LinkedIn analytics to monitor your profile views, your post reach, engagement, and then adjusting your strategy according to what's working for you. Always now though it keeps giving popping up the advanced search and the analytics as well, and also lead generation. Use LinkedIn's advanced search filters to find potential clients, partners, or job candidates, considering LinkedIn Premium for additional features like in-mail messages too. So remember, LinkedIn isn't just a resume platform, it's a dynamic space where change makers can inspire, connect, and drive meaningful change. So I'm going to just take you through how you can be engaging in LinkedIn. And engaging with your LinkedIn network is very essential for you to build in meaningful connections, increasing the number of connections as you rightly wanted to have, and maximizing the platform's benefits. So some of the things is that one and foremost, as I just while said, always optimize, complete your profile, fill out every section, including the photograph and a clear summary. Second is to highlight your expertise using the skills section to list your proficiency. People always look with those keywords. What is your proficiency all about? Go for personalized connection requests. So when you're connecting with someone, always write a personalized message with them. Mention how you know them or express why you're interested in connecting and networking with them. So this actually sets in a beautiful way for meaningful conversation. So like the way you talked about yourself while you introduced uh, yourself to me, that was pretty impressive too, Hina. So stay engaged. It's important that not only do you do your things, but also stay engaged, because you need to keep engaging with your comment people, the persons who are interacting on your page. So engage with your network post by liking, commenting, sharing, and show genuine interest in their content. Also share updates, post your own status updates, articles, or industry insight. Request endorsements and recommendations. Don't hesitate to ask for endorsements or informational interviews, the one that we are doing today. Strategic networking, starting with familiar contacts, begin by connecting with family, friends, co-workers, and school alumni, and then add professionals you've met at career events or through LinkedIn groups. Okay, so you go around, expand gradually as you build, and then join the LinkedIn groups, participate in relevant groups, engage in discussions with like-minded people, create valuable posts, content, thoughtful posts, share insights, tips, experiences, write down articles. So you have multiple things that you can do to start engaging, build up more number of connections and more meaningful connections. And so with that, I would just go ahead and say, if you want to create valuable content, it's very essential to know certain things. One is to know your audience, what their pain points are, what their interests are, and tailor your content according to that to address that. Use your customers frequently. Asking questions is a starting point. Leverage on polls. Use LinkedIn's built-in poll feature to gather insights from your audience. Ask questions related to your industry or their pain points. Poll interest can also serve as a foundation for more in-depth articles for you to research as a content, videos or podcasts, right? Engage very authentically, interact with posts, like, comment, share, be genuine with the way you do that, be conversational, write in a very friendly, approachable way, create short shareable content, because people would like to always like to see shorter posts, because research shows that shorter LinkedIn posts tend to have higher engagement. And use relevant hashtags. Include 2 to 3 relevant hashtags to increase the discoverability of your content post. Share the insights, share your unique perspectives, industry insights. Have case studies. It always helps, right? Last but not the least, consistency matters. Regular posting. Aim for consistency, whether it's daily, weekly, bi-weekly. Stick to a schedule and keep working on that. So mix up your content formats, include multiple things, maybe videos, articles, status updates. All this will help you to have more connections who will be inspired with what you are doing that. So I have a last one to share with each one of you here, and it's a beautiful one, and how you can go ahead, create a content calendar for yourself. First and foremost, start by clarifying the main goal of your content. Is it to generate leads, drive traffic to your website, gain visibility, or grow your social media followership? So, knowing your objective will actually help you to guide your content strategy. Second is to create a template, use a calendar template that suits your needs. It can be the key is to have a structured format to track your content plans. Choose your channels, decide which of the social media channels, because each channel has its own unique way. Start with the calendar year, plan your content for the entire year, considering seasonal events, holidays, and industry specific dates. Having a long term view always helps to maintain consistency. Add your own content, original content in your, whether it's a blog, it's a post, it's a video. Keep content, evergreen content handy too, because they remain relevant over the period of time. So put that even in your calendar. uh, See if you have prior content as well, revisiting existing content. How can you refurbish, republish, repurpose it? Recycling valuable material saves time. Decide on the publishing frequency, determine how often you want to do. Consistency matters, and you can decide your realistic goal for that. Set some timelines, allocate some timelines, monitor your content reception regularly. So I guess this is something which is major for you to remember while you go building in meaningful connections. Why? Because people are inspired with the kind of content or the value that you're adding there. So personal branding, some of the pitfalls is people hate. 23% people lie about their qualification. 38% posts are about drinking and drugs. 39% is a provocative content. 27% is bad grammar and spelling. 32% is discriminatory comments. 22% is unprofessional name. So steer clear of some of the personal branding pitfalls, especially when you're dealing in the social media. So in a nutshell, it's always good for having your personal brand, defining your personal values, crafting your personal brand message, using social media, and managing your personal brand. So last but not the least, develop a strong personal brand. and be visible. So, with that, I have come towards the end of the presentation that I have written. And thank you so much for listening. And I'm open for any kinds of questions that you would have at this point in time.
So one thing that just kicked me, it's a unprofessional name where I it kind of scare me also. Like, what is this? May I know
You're talking about the
the
professional pitfalls.
mistakes, pitfalls? Yes, yes.
So yeah, so there are people who they want attention in the wrong space, and they tend doing something which is provocative content. They get into, see, what is visible to people. The people perceive you, the impression of you is basis that. So you have to be extra mindful. So many a time people go overboard by being authentic, too very authentic. You have a choice to portray what is appropriate. You remember that this is a space where you have professional connections. They are not your chuddy buddies, or they're not your baby friends, right? You need to be mature enough to understand that there is a certain brand or a personal brand that you are reflecting, and you need to play by the rules. So in our attempt to be very authentic, we sometimes tend to go overboard, uh, by not realizing that there is a healthy boundary that we need to create around us.
Right. Yeah, I really learned a lot. Like, the I've also recognized some mistake that I am doing on LinkedIn. So that I'm definitely not going to continue anymore after this webinar. So thank you so much, CG ma'am. It really meaningful that the insights I have now, yeah, and it definitely going to help me to move forward, and also to our audience, whosoever is watching us. So thank you so much for your time. And anything else you would like to say, you anything you want to share more?
I always, say one thing: aspire to inspire before you expire. So,
Okay.
so let your actions speak for yourself. Ensure that whatever you want to aspire for and whatever you're inspiring on, it's for the right reasons, because each one of us are able to influence others. So let's be the right kind of role models to influence the right kind of things. So today, there's so much over the social media. Knowingly, unknowingly, we may influence people even in the wrong ways, right? So you have to be mindful about your actions. You have to be mindful about what you speak, because when you become someone who is an influencer, there are a lot many people who look up to you for various reasons. So you could change their thought processes, maybe for the good or for the bad, but you have to be appropriate. You have a responsibility when you are an influencer. You influence the minds of so many people, so you do it the right way. So you're leaving behind a legacy which is inspiring and not detrimental for someone, which is empowering and not disempowering for someone. So that's very important.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It really
My
means a
pleasure.
lot.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much. I hope there's some value addition for anybody and everybody who's listening out here. Thank you once again. Thanks for
you.
having me over here.